Hello my guys and welcome to another episode. For this episode I have a new installation for my 2021 Toyota RAV4. I'm going to do a dash cam installation. This dash cam from the company DASAITA is going to be front and rear cameras. I'm going to show you the installation. So let's get to it. Let's open the package to see what we have on this dash cam. User manual. This is the dash cam itself. And right here we have all the cables and the rear camera. This is the cables, they're gonna be connected to the camera. This is the rear camera, pry tool and zip ties, cigarette lighter connection. So there's gonna be two options to do this installation. If you go on the easy route and you connect it to the cigarette lighter, the dash cam is gonna be on only when the vehicle is on. If you wanna do the hard wire, you're gonna have a red, black and yellow connectors. If you do this, you're gonna have to plug this in into the fuse box. Because this dash cam has motion detection, probably it's gonna be the best to do the hard wire connected to the fuse box. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. So connection shouldn't be that difficult. You're just gonna need some extra parts if you wanna do the hard wire. You're just gonna need these fuse connectors. I have two because you have red and yellow wire. Small fuses because Toyotas use the little mini fuses. And for this kit, this is included on the kit, 128GB memory card. But it's gonna be okay, but probably I'm gonna throw this 256. I just get this. Maybe I'll throw this into the kit so you're gonna have more storage in case you need to record at all times. I might do the 256 and I save this for something else. Before I do the installation, I have the memory card in here. You just put it on the side, push it in. In here you're gonna have power in, rear camera and power on. Okay, it's gonna be 3M double adhesive. Before we do the installation, you can see the camera right here. You're gonna be able to move it up and down. Just when you put it, make sure that it's level. Press on it so the adhesive stays in place. And before I do the installation, I connect it to the cigarette lighter connector. I already connect the rear camera too. Rear camera is here. Everything is connected. I just wanted to see how it works. Okay, dash cam is on already. You can see the rear camera is right here on this corner, and the front camera, we just need to adjust it down. So I think that's gonna be just perfect. And I'm gonna bring the rear camera, you can see right there, all the way to the back. But yep, it's working really good. Now if you wanna to hardwire this, I'm gonna start working on these connectors, and like I said, bring it all the way down to the fuse box on this side. Because every vehicle is different, I'm not gonna run the cables on the bottom of the dash where I have the fuse box. I have another fuse box in here, and I'm gonna bring the cables all the way here because it's gonna be kind of easier for me, and I have few stuff connected on there, so I cannot use the fuse box no more because I have some connections in there that I did myself. On my fuse box, because it's different, I'm just gonna go through it. So probably you don't have a RAV4, but you have a different vehicle and you need to do the connections. On the wires from the camera, you're gonna have the red wire. This red wire needs power when the vehicle is on. and yellow wire needs power when the vehicle is not on. So what you're gonna do on your vehicle, you can grab a multimeter and check and look for power. In my case, the DRL, which is a 10 amps, is this one right here. This one has power at all times, so that's where I'm gonna plug in my yellow wire. And for the red cable, that one is connected and it's gonna bring power only when the vehicle is on, I'm gonna use the USB 1 7.5 amps, which is this one right here. The fuse that I'm gonna remove from the engine, from the fuse box, is gonna go here, and I'm gonna match it with one of those mini fuses. So this is the two that I need, but I need to cut these two, add this in there, and do my connection. And for this ground, I just need to find a ground place. Probably I'm gonna remove one of these bolts, or I'm just gonna take it to the negative of the battery and run everything through a grommet. Most of the times I use the grommet that is behind this fender, where I have the cable for the latch. I showed that many times before. From the connection from the camera all the way down before you're going through the firewall, I'm gonna show you in a minute. If you can see my power cable, it goes all the way in through the liner. In here, I'm not gonna remove this panel. If you wanna remove all these streams and the A pillar, disconnect your battery because you have airbags in here. Most of the new vehicles, they have airbags. I'm just gonna put it right here inside with my prime tool, hide it in there, remove this, and put it all the way down. Once I get to this part right here, I'm gonna open this, which is really easy. Just pull on it so I can run my cables all the way down. If you can see right there, inside is the cable. The DC adapter is gonna go right here, and then I'm gonna just send the cable through the firewall to the engine. Then I can just close this, close that, and connection should be ready. And that's what I'm gonna do to the rear camera. The rear camera, I'm gonna bring it all the way on that side, and then it's gonna go on this seal on the inside all the way to the back, and I'm gonna put the camera right here in the middle from the inside, stick it in the glass. Should be done. The connection is done on the engine bay. Now I'm just running the cable to the rear camera. Rear camera cable is connected. I did the same. I put it all the way here, all the way. It goes right here inside. You can see the cable right here. I just removed my weather stripping. I put it through all the liner and this plastic for the B pillar. Here on the back is all the way here. If you can see the cable, I'm gonna run it all the way from this C pillar, and probably so you don't see the cable in here, I'm gonna run it through this grommet like when I did those lights, because the cables for those lights, everything is inside this grommet. So the only thing that I need to do is run it through there, open this grommet on both ends. I have a lot of cables in there. I'm gonna see if I'm able to put it through. And here too, you can see all my cables. I'm gonna remove this cover, and the cable is gonna go inside so nobody see it and it's not on the way. So I'm about to finish this installation. I just need to run it all the way to the back, connect the cable. Rear camera is in place. I use a piece of metal, put it through, tape my cable to it, and just pull it right out. So let me finish this, close my grommet, put this cover in here, and connect my camera, and nobody's even gonna see the cables anywhere in here. Okay guys, cable is in, everything is closed, plastic cover closed, so you barely see the cable in here. Camera is in place. Once I turn everything on, I'm just gonna adjust it so you can move it up and down, but for now I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay guys, installation is complete. Let me turn on the vehicle. It's gonna tell you at the beginning to format the SD card. Okay, so I already format the SD card. Right here on the side, you're gonna have 4 buttons. It's gonna show you rear view camera with the one on the bottom, 2 cameras, front camera only, rear camera. You can go through the setting right here, so you can have both cameras, only rear, only front one. On top, you're gonna start recording. You can see right there the red numbers and the red dot right here flashing. That means that it's recording right now. You can stop it right there. On the next button, you can go to settings. Then you can go through all the settings with the 2 buttons right here. I'm not gonna go on detail on all the settings, but resolution right now is 4K for the front one and 1080 for the rear one. So I'm gonna leave it like that because that's the best setting for it. Loop record, that basically is gonna give you a loop of how long you want the recording to be. I'm gonna set it up in 3 minutes. Press OK. Speaker volume, I'm gonna leave it like that. Next one is gonna be the screen save. Right here we're gonna set it up to 3 minutes. Press OK. Date and time, I already set it up. It's really easy. That one right here is gonna be the rear screen flip. In case that you stick the rear camera to the back glass and it's backwards, you can flip it with this one, so you don't have to worry about put it one way or another. You can flip the camera, you won't have any problems. Language on the next one, the boot sound, I'm gonna leave it like that. Record audio, I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that one is on. Yes, it's on. We're gonna leave it on. That one is gonna be the Wi-Fi. Plate number, you can put your plate number. I'm not gonna do that. I don't need it. Parking monitoring. When you plug in your wires, especially the red wire, because if you have the vehicle off, and when with this one, it's very important to have it connected just in case that you park your car and you're not moving it, it's gonna detect any motion. That's important to have it. This one, you can change the speed unit to kilometers or miles per hour. I just set it up to miles per hour. Format the SD card, which I already did. You can go back to the full screen and the version of this camera. Those are the settings pretty much, and there you have it. Installation is complete. We have both cameras working. It's recording right now. Once I go to that setting, it's gonna start recording, and pretty much there you have it. Really easy, simple to do, and I like the fact that you can change the cameras, change everything on it. So there you have it. Installation is done. I would like to have this camera facing forward a little bit more. It's facing down a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna be driving, and I'm gonna show you all that footage at the end. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it with that. A dash cam is something that everybody should have, and this is a really good option. Really good reviews on Amazon. Right now, I'm downloading some videos from the dashcam into my phone. The app is super simple to use. That's what I'm doing right now. All the footage, or some of the footage that you're gonna see on this episode, is gonna be right here. That's why I'm downloading some of those. And if you're gonna get the app, super simple to set up. The barcode is right there on your instructions. Download the app and just follow the steps. Really simple and easy to use. And I leave it with this. Link is gonna be in the description for this dashcam. I hope you like this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on the next one. Peace.